Sam Leith, words like loaded pistols, rhetoric from Aristotle to Obama. Immerse yourself in the fascinating world of rhetoric as we delve into the influential book, Words Like Loaded Pistols, Rhetoric from Aristotle to Obama, authored by Sam Leith. The book summary provided will guide you through the power of rhetoric, its wide-ranging impact on our lives, and its crucial role in persuasion. Engage in the exploration of Aristotle's theory of rhetoric and what makes a compelling argument, and learn the elements of effective speech through structure, style, and immaculate delivery. This enthralling journey not only gives insights on the history of rhetoric and its role in politics, but also on mastering the techniques of persuasion in various situations.
The power of rhetoric. We use rhetoric every day, influencing people with our words in written and spoken form. Even if we try to dismiss it, rhetoric determines how we communicate with different people and in different situations. Every piece of information has the power to affect our emotions, opinions, or actions, and it's hard to avoid rhetorical strategies in communication. Despite the negative connotations surrounding political rhetoric, it's impossible to avoid rhetoric in politics, as politicians work to influence their audience. Even those who are critical of rhetoric use it all the time because accusing someone of being a smooth-talking swindler requires some smooth talking. Therefore, it's essential to understand the power of rhetoric and how it shapes our lives. The power of words. Language and rhetoric have shaped Western civilization, with both positive and negative effects. Democracy relies on speech and debate, while totalitarian regimes use words as propaganda. Understanding rhetoric allows us to see the intentions of those in power and turn the tables. Aristotle's work on rhetoric is essential to this understanding. Aristotle's five-part rhetoric structure. Aristotle's rhetoric model consists of 5 parts, with invention as the first. In this stage, the speaker defines the point they intend to prove and sorts out the arguments that will help them do so. To convince an audience, the speaker needs to consider their life philosophies, prejudices and demographics. The 3 modes of persuasion, ethos, logos, and pathos, are then used to make the argument. Ethos appeals to the authority and self-presentation of the speaker, logos appeals to reason and established truths, while pathos appeals to emotion. A successful argument depends on selecting the right type of persuasion for the audience. Effective rhetorical structure for compelling arguments. The key to good rhetoric lies in creating an effective structure. This is important because your argument will be most persuasive if you can guide your audience along a well-laid-out rhetorical path that emphasizes its strengths while minimizing its weaknesses. The classic, beginning, middle, and end, story structure can be used to divide your speech into 6 parts. The introduction establishes your ethos, grabs your audience's attention, and earns their trust. Narration presents an objective overview of the subject, while division outlines the similarities and differences between your argument and your opponent's. The proof uses logos and reason to support your argument, while refutation anticipates and shoots down your opponent's objections. The conclusion uses pathos to drive your point home and leave your audience with a lasting impression. However, it's essential to use your judgment to determine when certain aspects should be added or omitted depending on the occasion. Remember that structure is essential to a well-flowing argument, whether it's delivered by pen or mouth. The powerful influence of style in persuasion. Your speech's style determines how persuasive you can be when presenting an argument. Knowing your audience is essential as they will respond differently to different styles of language. Modern society prefers straightforward, honest language over flowery and inaccessible words. Effective communication is a form of rhetoric that requires practice. Mastering the skill of switching between different styles of language can add color to your speech without making it sound overly rhetorical. Memorization and delivery are crucial final stages of rhetoric that require practice to become compelling and persuasive. The Art of Rhetoric. Understanding how political and judicial rhetoric shapes arguments and debates. The art of persuasion is as old as time. It has been used extensively in various forms, from politics to the courtroom. Political rhetoric aims to influence people's actions and beliefs by presenting moral or practical reasons to support a course of action. On the other hand, judicial rhetoric seeks to establish a version of events as the truth to establish someone's innocence or guilt. Both these forms of persuasion work simultaneously, often used interchangeably. In Bill Clinton's affair with Monica Lewinsky, Clinton used judicial rhetoric to establish his version of events as fact but used political rhetoric to persuade the public to not impeach him. As individuals, it is essential we understand and identify the author's argument in news and information to be discerning consumers and effective communicators. Understanding the art of rhetoric is crucial to navigating through complex speeches and articles and making informed decisions.
Closing the chapter on words like loaded pistols, we've discovered the captivating essence of rhetoric that spans from ancient times to the modern era. As Sam Leith masterfully demonstrates, the art of rhetoric lies in its power to persuade and shape our world. Equipped with robust knowledge on Aristotle's theory of rhetoric, the ways to craft an impactful argument, and the significance of structure, style, and delivery, you will now be able to skillfully detect and use rhetoric in various situations. Understanding the ties between rhetoric and politics sheds light on its impact on our society, making you a more informed and aware consumer of information. Embrace your newfound expertise in this essential discipline and let its powerful influence transform your communication.